Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yet defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Rides the back on the option, the give. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to punt for the first. This afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking downfield, it's Owens. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Got his man! And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Makes a man miss. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. With the catch, it's Robinson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the back. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The Aggies will hustle to the line.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
That's That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggie. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll operate out of split backs. Running it to the right. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Rush is on him. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. On the ground, it's Alexander. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. With the catch, it's Alexander. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. To the ground with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest down.
Found the seam on the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. That's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Here's a hit. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. They kick it away on 4th down. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the move, it's Alexander. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Dropping back, it's Owens. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Going right to work up top. Here's the pressure.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Duggar. Got his man in the middle. Turning it on. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes.
Makes a connection. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And you got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Grabbed behind the line, it's Bond. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes to the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Handoff from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Crosses the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass, it's Duggar. Quickly complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run all the way.
They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense up.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Oh, they're after him. The sure hands. It's Suggs. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Alexander. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Got room on the return. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll try it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Duggar. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking for room. It's Alexander. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time. There he goes! Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Duggar. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And the offense continues to run the football. Second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
How in the world did he miss that? A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good start for this offense, but it's got to be all gas. We've got to be fast. We can't guarantee ourselves we're going to score 2 two-point conversions after we get these 2 touchdowns. Maximize this possession. Got to be aggressive.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Caught in the backfield, it's Armstrong. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll go to the counter, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. lead grows even bigger.
They never ask how, they always ask how many. And that thing off the crossbar, inches away from a miss. It was a pretty long kick. Kicker gets just enough of it and puts 3 on the board.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want them.
Dropping back, it's Duggar. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They boot it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to... On the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the
out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
11-yard line. Now, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looking to throw, it's Owens. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing.
Lost one deep down the right side. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Pocket breaking down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.